with Thailand, it can be a really cheap place to live, but it can also be really expensive. You've got a goal and you've got something that you want to achieve, but you also need to give your body, your mind, time to rest.
Yeah. What are you flying?
Okay, how you going, guys? My name is Frank.
And I'm Sarah.
And this is the Moving to Thailand podcast, number 22.
Let's go.
Number
22.
Number 22. Pretty good.
Yeah.
So this week, we thought we'd just share our thoughts on the whole process and just some thoughts we've had in regards to when we get there and just making sure that we do the best that we can.
Mm-hmm.
Just things that we've been thinking about.
Things we've been feeling.
Mm-hmm.
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 With regards to moving.
Yeah.
So I guess we've just got to be careful that we don't get over there and just think of it as a holiday.
Yeah. We've both, whenever we've gone to Thailand, it's been for a holiday. So just being, just having the mindset that we're not just there for a holiday, we want to have fun and we want to explore and try new things and do new things, but at the same time, we just need to make sure that we remember that we're going to be working there as well, because with Thailand, it can be a really cheap place to live, but it can also be really expensive. So we just need to, remember that we're there to, do a job and to make something of it and to keep that lifestyle going. So if we just remember that before we go over there, we don't just go there and, start partying down and, treating it as a holiday.
Yeah. The thing is, we're not big, party people anyway. We're not the type of people that go out every night and, get smashed here and party all day, every day.
Yeah.
So it's not something that we're likely to be doing when we're there, especially if we keep that in the back of our mind that it's not a holiday and it's we're actually living here now, we want to make a good go of it.
Yeah, well, that's it. And I think a big part of that is having some structure. So a routine that we ourselves create, so that we can, just have things to do. Sarah was talking about creating a schedule for us, which we can do with a Google Calendar or with a physical thing, like a whiteboard and just a month there, and we just write down what we need to do on those days, just so that we treat it as a job.
Yeah. So just having a routine, I think is something that we both do really well with, and it's something that we've got to enforce on ourselves, just so that we're not just dicking about and spending all our money and wasting time and not actually being there to do what we've set out to do, which is live there. So we've just written here, not having a 9-to-5 rigid structure for work will be really different, because we're not going to have an employer. We're going to be essentially our own bosses. Which is something that both of us have never done before, and we've never had a strict schedule that we have enforced on ourselves to get things done. It's always you have to show up at work at this time, and it's
that's it.
If we continue that mentality, I think.
Yeah, we can obviously shift and change things to suit us, because we'll be the ones. It's down to us at the end of the day. But yeah, when you've got a job, it's very easy, because it's you start at this time, you finish at this time. All the things are taken care of, whether it be finances, you just get paid straight up. You've got a boss who just, they they deal with that kind of stuff, and even if you are the boss of that place, you've got higher ups who, you know, give you direction. So just having to find direction ourselves, and to you know, just to self-motivate, self-start ourselves is going to be something completely different to what we're used to, which is, it is really exciting.
Yeah, it is super exciting.
But at the same time, it is, you know, there is a bit of anxiety and nervousness around it, because you know, everything's down to yourself, and we know that we can do it, but at the same time, it's just going to be a learning curve and something that we need to adjust to. So
yeah, we have to just keep that discipline.
Yeah, that's it. And I think we're pretty lucky in the sense that we'll both be going. We're partners, and we'll be able to hold each other accountable.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is it's going to be good for getting things done, but also you know, being able to see that we might need to take the foot off the gas and just slow down a bit if we're going a bit too hard in the paint. Because when you're doing things for yourself, I'm sure it's quite easy to get overwhelmed and to get really stuck in and to just burn yourself out, you know, because you want to create something and you want to have success, and you sometimes you just keep going and you don't know when to stop. So it goes for other aspects of life as well, whether it be fitness, you know, like training for marathons or for ultra marathons, as we've done. You know, you do need some rest days. You know, you've got a goal and you've got something that you want to achieve, but you also need to give your body, your mind, time to rest, which we've definitely discovered with like fitness pursuits. And we're gonna find that out, I'm sure, with business pursuits as well. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So I think being your own boss is going to be something that definitely takes adjusting. But I think if we have a routine and have a schedule set up, so we're doing things on specific days, like a day for filming and then a day for editing, admin day, and just making sure we're sticking to our good habits that we're already in now, like wake up in the morning early, go to the gym, and then get started with like the work day. I think is something that's going to work well for us, because I think a lot of the time when you go to the gym first before doing anything else, it sets you up with that motivation to keep going for the rest of the day. And it gives you, like, it also helps with the mental stress, because you've already kind of let all your stress out in the gym.
Yeah.
So it helps, I don't know, for me it like helps me just be more calm throughout the day.
It sets you up as well, because you've accomplished one thing and you feel like you can keep going. If you get up and you just sit down on the couch, it's hard to get up and just to get going. So if you start with something that, like the gym, you accomplish something, and then you can keep building off of that, which not only is it good for your health, but good for your mental state as well, which is, I think that could be a very big thing for us in terms of keeping on track and just snowballing off of that and getting things done in the online space, and just for us with what we do over there. So just like, good habits, I guess.
Yeah, like when you've been to the gym in the morning, like it's hard work, so anything else that comes after going to the gym doesn't feel as hard. If that makes sense? Yeah,
that's it. Yeah, you just you smash it out, you go hard, you do your exercise, and then things in comparison seem pretty easy, but you know, sometimes sitting in front of a computer is hard work. Depends on what you're doing, but yeah, I think a schedule and a routine will serve us really well. So
Yeah.
it's good to be thinking about these things before we get over there. Like what everything that we're doing is just trying to set ourselves up. We've been blessed to have the opportunity to have time to save, to think about it, and yeah, I think it's going to serve us really well.
Yeah, I think so.
Having a mindset of just thinking ahead, and you know, it's great to just pack up and go. But at the same time, if you can plan ahead and set these things up and think about them, then hopefully you have less headaches and things go a bit smoother. But
yeah,
not everything's going to work out as we plan. But you can't fix everything or think of everything before you go, and even if you do, things change. So
yeah, for sure. But it's super exciting, and it's like we do just have to implement these rules onto ourselves just so that we don't go crazy.
Yeah.
But I think having like one night a week where we go out and like let off some steam would be good. And it's not like we're going to be, like as I said, we're not the type of people to go out every night as it is anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not like that's suddenly going to become a thing that we are doing.
I think it can happen, but I think in terms of the risk factor of like us as individuals compared to other people who might be doing it, I think we're at a lower risk. Yeah,
we have a lot of self-control and self-discipline already with that sort of stuff. So
yeah, I think being a little bit older probably help us out as well.
Yeah,
just having lived through some things. So
yeah,
it's going to be really exciting, really fun, and it's fun to have a routine as well. Sets yourself up for success once again. So
yeah,
sure. I think that's going to be a good shout.
Yeah, definitely. And I've just written, just because we're in a new country doesn't mean we should give up on our good habits.
Yeah, that's true.
Like it can be easy to get caught up in like the excitement of being somewhere new, and I'm sure we will get excited and be like, fuck yeah, like we've done it, we're here.
Yeah.
And like that's only natural, but at the same time we've just got to make sure we're accountable to each other and be like, all right, like it's a bit, we've just been partying too much or doing like not waking up early enough or whatever, and just continuing in those good habits that we're in now.
Yeah, I mean, once we get over there, it's going to be, we're going to be excited and we're going to enjoy ourselves. But yeah, we just need to once again having each other to be able to kind of like say, hey, look, you've had your fun. It's time to come back down to reality a bit, and to stick to the plan and to make sure that we can continue traveling, living overseas, and doing something exciting
that we love.
Yeah, something like this. So yeah, I think we're very lucky that we have each other.
Definitely. I think too, like knowing that we've only got a set amount of savings and it's only going to last us so long before we actually start making money from other things like YouTube, whatever else we got going on.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a big motivator as well, because it's going to stop us from being like, all right, well, let's not go out and drink every single night because we can't afford it.
Yeah, it's not just like a holiday where you blow your cash and then you just go back to your job. I was thinking about it as well. It's kind of like sink or swim, and it's because it's all on you to make it happen. It's going to be. That's definitely going to be a motivating thing for us, and I don't think I've ever been in a position where it's truly been sink or swim.
Yeah, me neither.
So I did see as well, it's kind of like, I can't remember the exact quote, it's about burning bridges to, like, only way to make an island is to burn the canoes or something like that, and it's kind of, it's kind of like putting yourself in a position where essentially sink or swim. You got to, if you don't want to fail, you don't want to drown, you need to, you know, do this shit yourself, and you've got to make a go of it. You don't have anything to fall back on. So...
And it's like the longer we can make that money last, the longer we can stay there and keep working at it. So it works in our benefit to not just be like, cool, we've got all this money that we saved, let's just go and like spend it on crazy bullshit that we don't need.
Yeah, we definitely have to have a long view while we're there, and not just be so short-sighted, and whether it be with health, with money, or with decisions we make in terms of business, the channel, with what jobs we do. It's definitely going to be a definitely have to have that long-term view really etched in your mind.
Yeah.
But I think with once again being able to have the opportunity to save the money and to get a pretty good buffer behind us, I was saying today that it's really it's really going to help us to make the right decision, to make, whether it be with the channel or with what we do, we have a bit more time to not take things out of desperation because we need the money. I mean, we still got to be working on it and thinking about exactly what we want to do, but we have some time to, you know, try and fail with different avenues online, to experiment with the channel, to do things that we want to do as well, which is really cool, because the whole point of doing this is so we can do what we would like to do. And although we don't know exactly what that is yet, we just have the opportunity to be over there, Southeast Asia, Thailand, and to, you know, just try different things and see what works for us.
And we're not having to like just make silly, rash decisions because we need the money, or like just, I don't know, like we don't, like we've got that little bit of a buffer behind us, so we don't have to like do things that go against our, like what we want to achieve, or like just we don't have to do anything that we don't enjoy, because we have the options of like doing stuff that we enjoy and taking our time with our channel and like all of those things, because we're not going to be reliant on like, well shit, we've only got $1,000 left, fuck, better like quickly drum up some cash and do things that we don't want to be doing.
Yeah, so I don't have to become a male prostitute or anything like that, you know. I mean, hey, it could be something I enjoy, but I don't know how much
That's
Sarah
no
would
from
enjoy
me.
that. Okay, noted. Yeah, so that's really cool. We have that that ability to you know, find what we enjoy, and I am really excited to just try different things and be able and willing to, you know, fail at them.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that definitely builds character and just gives you an idea. It's good to be able to try things so that you know that you don't like them.
But you learn from failing too, so it's like, it's not like if we do something and fail at it, it's not the end of the world. It's like, cool, well now I know I don't like doing that, or...
Yeah, you might not be good at it either, but yeah, just having that ability to, you know, there's always a lesson to be learned, and that goes with failure as well. You can use it as a failure, or you can see the lessons that you've learned and what you do enjoy or you don't enjoy. So yeah, I think we're going to be having a great time.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm feeling quite relaxed about the whole thing. Like, I'm not... There's certain little things coming up that I'm stressed about, but going over there and working on this and like being our own bosses and stuff is something that just sits really well with me. Like, it's not... I just feel like we're on the right path. Like that whole thing doesn't stress me out at all. Like it's like, it just kind of brings me peace of mind, which is great because it's like, this is how I know that I'm on the right track. Like, we're going to be going overseas. It's super exciting. This is what we both want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's just, all of that is just like in my mind. So it's exciting, but I feel so like just peaceful about it too.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are little stresses that are happening, like with us having to move soon.
Mm-hmm.
Just like random, like I know that there's just going to be random things that pop up that go wrong.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, I think I'm just that kind of person that always expects, like I think about everything that could happen and everything that could go wrong. So I don't think about, like when the wrong thing does happen, it's like,
it's not as bad as
it's not as bad as what it could have been because I've already considered it.
Yeah, it's a fool to not think of everything, and if you don't think about it, then you're blindsided by it, and your reaction's a lot worse.
Yeah.
But if you have thought about it, and you know it's probably not going to happen, but if it does, you've thought about it, and
you're prepared for it when it does happen.
Yeah, even if you're not particularly prepared, it's just you've just thought about it, so the blow is less harsh.
Yeah.
Which is,
and that's like, like I think the main thing that's stressing me out at the moment, it's not even stress, it's just like irritating, is that we have to move.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
What are we going to do with like our stuff? Like we're going to have to like donate some, put some here, give some away, whatever. It's just like, just that side of it is.
Yeah, it's not hard. It's just a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes on with that. So, yeah, it's just one of those things that we'll work through. But, you know, we just have to do it. And if we want to do what we want to do, then we have to do that. And that's just part of it. So, yeah, we'll just power through it and just take things as they come, which is probably the best attitude to have. To, you know, you got to think about the bigger picture, but that can really overwhelm you. So if you just focus on the little things as they come, then you really you can really just get to it. You don't have that fear, and just that you don't get frozen with seeing all these things you have to do. You just pick them off one at a time, and before you know it, you've done it. And you can just move on to the next thing, which is definitely something that I've learned in the last few years.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
it's good. It's a good way to be.
It is, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've kind of already talked about this, but it is really good just to have each other to be accountable to, and just let each other know, like, hey, I'm off it, and you've been doing this too much or that too much. But I think we're pretty good at also communicating, and we're not like the type of people that sort of like point fingers at each other. Like we communicate well, and we're not like going to be like, you did this and I don't like it. It's more like, hey, maybe we should chill out on this or that.
Yeah, I think we're pretty, I think we're just pretty adult in that sense.
Yeah.
Like emotional intelligence is, we've developed that, and I think as well we pick up on things that, you know, when the other person's off it, we can tell, and you know, we can kind of slow it down, or just you know, not do anything in regards to whatever they're off. But yeah, I think we're pretty lucky that we both really want to do this as well. It's not just like one person's got like a really strong desire to do it, and the other person's like, yeah, I'll come along.
Yeah.
Which is
well, like before we got together, like we both sort of wanted to travel. Like I was like South America, like just want to go backpacking and live my life as a nomad, and you were sort of in the same boat. So
yeah,
it's good when two people come together and they both have the same sort of idea and goal, and there's not one person that's like, no, I just want to stay in Emerald for the rest of my life.
Yeah,
you know,
and that's such a big thing in life. to be on the same page or very similar is really good. But also we have, I think in ourselves we have flexibility, so we're not just, we can, if there's something to do, we can go along with it. We don't have to, we're not so rigid and this is what I want to do, this is what I'm going to do,
Yeah.
Things change.
Yeah.
You get older as well, you're what you want to do changes, and I think that flexibility in what we want to do, we don't have, we're going to move here for this long and then we're going to go there. We've got a loose plan, but we can be flexible, we can change things. So I think that's really going to help us when we're traveling, because plans change, just like with that flight the other day.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think we're both like quite open-minded and just like very easygoing, like go with the flow kind of people as well. So it helps with the situation, and I don't think we have either ever been the type of people that are like want to kind of follow that traditional life path of like you go to uni, you like study, you get a job, you buy a house. Like we're in our 30s and we haven't done that, and I've like never really considered that to be the right path for me. So
no, that's it. And I'm just remembering you've got one life, and just if you want to do something, just give it a go. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. When I was younger, I would have been pretty afraid of failure, but now I'm just kind of like, I don't really care. It's going to be, I'm going to learn something from it, and I'm going to get something out of it, something to remember. And you only have the time that you have right now, you don't know how much longer you have. So if we can, with whatever happens, as long as we're enjoying ourselves and trying to better ourselves, that's the main thing.
Yeah. Exactly.
And you can't take your money, your cars, your houses when you die. So, don't want to be silly and spend all your money at once.
Money.
But, you want to enjoy your life.
Yeah.
Not just hoarding things and working 18 hours a day to have all these things when you can't take them with you. So
there's no like real set rules either. Like a lot of people sort of go through life and they're like, oh well, when we retire, that's when we'll travel, because that's sort of what everyone else does. But it's like, who said that's the rules?
That's it.
Why do you have to follow like the traditional rules that are set by society? It's like, you don't have to do that. Like if you want to travel when you're young, like do it.
That's it. That's the best time to do it, because you can actually do the things.
Yeah.
You're not 70 years old, and I can't do 90% of the things because I can't fucking walk. Or I can, but not very well. But I don't know if there's much else to chat about, really.
No, not really.
I think
that's pretty much it.
We just wanted to share our thoughts, just how we're feeling, and
especially getting closer to the day. It's like, it's good just to have a yarn.
Have a true yarn.
Have a true yarn.
Yeah, it is. And,
share it with you guys.
Yeah. Just trying to be real here. And give you the fucking lowdown. But there's things you got to think about, and there's fears that have to be overcome, and this is just part of the journey for us, and I'm sure for a lot of other people. But we just thought we'd share it with you guys, and share it with the people in the future who watch. Hopefully you get something out of this, and maybe you might just see this and just know that you're not alone, that other people are feeling these things. But yeah, guys, if you'd like to talk to us about anything that we've talked about, or just anything in general, hit us up, frankandsarah@gmail.com.
That's it.
Or throw a comment down below.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah,
Let's
you
go.
could do that if you
Yeah.
enjoyed.
Yeah.
If you'd like to come along with us on the journey. Hopefully it's not too dark. We are losing light.
Yeah, the sun's going down. It's raining outside.
Yeah. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. It's been nice to just chat between ourselves and to the camera about what's going on and how we're feeling, what we're thinking about. So close to the final date. But yeah, until next time, guys, we'll catch you.
See ya.
What did you find?